previously we talked about or we tried to separate design versus research. Now, we will transfer from that reasoning into another topic in architectural research. Now, to clarify, again, you are under a science major, BS Architecture. So you are under a Department of Sciences. And we need to realize that in academic research, architecture depends upon one key thing and it continues to grow based on research. So let's try to make architectural research in another perspective. I think previously, again, you have no formal experience with scientific method or the rigorous training in architectural research. I think you have the readings for the works of Francis Bacon. Again, Francis Bacon. Parang ano lang, no? Parang pangalan lang ng singer, ano? Francis Bacon, no? Parang Taylor Swift lang, no? Napaka-catchy ng name, no? Francis Bacon. But Francis Bacon is a personality in the 16th century. It is believed, and with the consensus of the Philosophical Society, Francis Bacon changed our understanding in philosophy as well as understanding in the creation of knowledge, known as the Baconian method or scientific method. Remember, class, his method as the scientific method, eventually it became the Baconian method. But again, because of the progress we had in science and the understanding of science, Baconian method is under now scientific method. So, Baconian method, one of the other forms of scientific methods. So, yun. Si Francis Bacon, na Englishman yan, no? Taga-England. He holds a high position in the parliament until may nangyaring iskandalo. Baka pinersonal lang siya. No? We do not know kasi hindi natin alam kung anong nangyari noon. Now, let's not invalidate his perspectives, his intellectual contributions, especially now that we are using scientific method in describing a phenomena. Now, Bacon has this emphasis on inductive method. So, induction, for example here, what plus something that leads to result. So, something plus a method, perhaps, that leads to a result. Now, the Baconian method is a method in which it revolutionized our way of thinking. Remember, class, in the existing philosophies during his time, especially the philosophies that was popularized by Aristotle in the classical Greece, more on words sila, the content of words, as well as meaning before in the Aristotelian method of philosophy. Bakit ganun, no? Pamimiloso po nga eh. Bakit ganun? Before in Greece, the way they understand truth is by understanding words and meaning, not on observations. So for example, ito yung sinasabi mo, I will process it. I will process it, that is the truth. So it is based on logos, or in the English word and meaning. Logos ang focus nila sa Greece, Aristotelian, which is, by the way, can be criticized heavily. No? You can heavily criticize it. Paano mo na masasabi na totoo ang sinasabi ng isang tao based on words and meaning? No? So that is the criticism of Mr. Bacon. So he prioritized in empirical observation and systematic data collection. So when we say empirical observation, everything that is observable in the natural world, wala nga naman yung sa supernatural world na gods and goddesses, hindi. No? Empirical observation as well as systematic data collection. When we say data, something that can be measured or counted. Data gathering. So, in Bacon's time, in his philosophy, he has these problems with the existing philosophies. So, he needs to break those things. And you need to know these things also. So, he mentioned the four idols, the inductive method, and experimentation emphasis. So, in the four idols, we will discuss on the four things that he need to break during his time. No? Ano ba yun? For idols. Ito yung mga idols. No? So, he says that the four idols are the things that describes or things that can be a source of false information or false knowledge. Paano nangyari na ganun na meron palang possible source of false information? So we have the idols of the tribe, idols of the cave, idols of the marketplace, idols of the theater. So when we say idols here, we mean images. No, images or something that is conjured by the tribe, conjured by the cave, or conjured by the marketplace, or conjured by the theater. Conjured, when we say conjured, it is a construct, ginawa, no? Ginawa ng isang tribo, no? Although these terminologies are now archaic in form, no? Archaic, when we say archaic, too old, no? Very old na yung terminology na nagamit dito, but we can understand by scrutinizing these four. First, ano ang idol of the tribe? What is the idol of the tribe? Idols of the tribe consists of false notions arising from human nature that are common to everyone. For example, seeking evidence that supports one's own conclusion. Hinahanap mo ang bagay nang nagsusuporta sa posisyon mo. For example, si Miss Miguel. Si Miss Miguel, sabi niya, ang mga elepante ay kulay pink. Ang totoong elepante ay kulay pink. Now, how can we be sure that the statement is true? Sa kanya, in her bias or in her community's bias, he will try or she will try to gather information or gather pink elephants. Ito lang ang elepante na kulay pink. So therefore, all elephants in the world are colored pink. So those are tendencies of people. No? You may seek to find evidences to support your claim. No, that is a form of bias. No? Na ano kayo, naiintindihan niyo ako? Naiintindihan niyo? No? So ganon. For example, pati itawit. Sabihin niyo, mga itawit may itim. So in your data gathering, you will find every itawit that is dark. Then you will conclude that all itawit is dark. But is that the case? Is that always the case? Huh? So those are biases for yan ang idol of the tribe. Second is idol of the cave. Idol of the cave is about mentioning interpretations that arise from individual makeup and disposition. Interpretations that arise from individual makeup and disposition. For example, this includes favoring similarities or differences and being influenced by prior beliefs or experiences. So paano ba to? Are you familiar with the allegory of the cave? You are familiar with it. Sa Philo, sino ang hindi familiar sa allegory of the cave? The allegory of the cave, kwento ko sa inyo, Tagalog ko na lang, no? Kasi hindi ako marunong mag-English. Ang cave, the allegory of the cave is that, suppose that there is a cave that has three people in it. Now, those three peoples, they only see shadows. They only see shadows. So, yung shadow na nakikita nila, the silhouette of a man, silhouette of a man is a man. Pero shadow ang nakikita niya. Silhouette of a dog is a dog, pero silhouette lang nakikita niya. Now, yun yung belief na nila sa buong buhay nila kasi nasa loob sila ng cave. Now, imagine when those three people came outside the cave and you will show what a man looks like or a dog looks like. Anong paniniwalaan nila? What will they believe? The one that they observed in the cave, inside the cave, or outside the cave? Inside the cave. Hindi yan tao kasi 3D siya. 3D siya. Kasi sa cave is 2D lang siya na black. Shadow lang. Hindi yan dog kasi yung nakita namin na dog sa cave is black as well as two-dimensional only. But what you're showing me is a three-dimensional dog. That is the allegory of the cave. So there are existing bias that could happen or could influence us that are our previous beliefs and we are too afraid to accept change. For example, ang your belief that December 25 is the birth of Jesus Christ. But if you will look at what is written in the scriptures, you cannot find December 25. Will that affect your belief? Will you refuse the belief about December 25? So those are the things that some people are too afraid to accept. So again, there are things that we are too afraid to accept. And in that fear, we are fearing also to change our belief. So that is the idol of the cave. Third idol is the idol in the marketplace. These are false notions arising from the use of language and words as means of communications. Now, this is what I am talking about earlier about Aristotle, the previous philosophical model before. No? False notions arising from the use of language and words as a means of communication. And maybe Francis Bacon have observed the fallacies that could happen if you are basing truth on gossip or truth about things that are only said publicly. So, nuances or difficulties in meaning making is happening until now. Even Facebook, those are things that could affect our belief. And sad to say, information models like algorithms in Facebook can lead you to false information or false belief based on what we know in words and in meaning. So there are many things that could happen when you depend only on arguments, you depend only on evidence based on words and meanings. And then the fourth is the idols of the theater. Ito, false notions arising from philosophies. Philosophies in general na to, idols of the theater. Actually, idols of the theater is itong tanong ko sa inyo, are there philosophies that you remember? Meron ba? May natatandaan ba kayong model ng philosophy? Wala? Ha? Hindi, yung mismong model ng philosophy. For example, structuralism, ganun-ganun. Ha? Hedonism, yun, mga philosophies yun. So, philosophical models according to Francis Bacon, idols of the theater ang tawag doon. So, ang minsan, sometimes philosophies in general, they argue based on what they think is real. So again, Asian philosophy is different from European philosophy. So the way we reason out can be harmful when we do not base our arguments on existing data or evidence. So kung wala kang ebidensya, um, mas mahirap paniwalaan. And also, if there are philosophies that are based on superstitions, you can easily not believe it. For example, philosophies natin about Anito worship, no? Hindi naman lahat ng Filipino naniniwala sa Anito worship. Maniwala na buhay pa yung mga ancestors mo. So pagka birthday ng ancestor mo, magtunag ka, magbigay ka ng deko, ganun. Bigay ka ng kakanin, bigay ka ng gin, mga ganun. And the reasoning behind that, it is too superstitious. No, it is too superstitious. That's why in your case, in the next generation,